my own words. And I think I was fooling. I couldn't do a damn thing. You died centuries ago, and it still feels like yesterday. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you, and how I could save you. But I failed you. Like a fool, I'm just spinning my wheels while the world dies. Now everything's ending, and no one's gonna survive.
This is an emergency broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnaan branch of the Order of Salvation. Volatile chaos infusions have been detected inside the Yusnaan Palace. All entrances have been sealed by
Sarah, I need to know. When I die, will I get to see you again?
For your safety and security,
Not that I have any right to. Well, I guess we all come to this world alone, and that's the way we gotta leave it. What are you waiting for, Lightning? We don't have much time left before the world ends. This is your last chance for payback to the man who couldn't keep your sister safe.
So now it's the glittering city. This is how Snow entertains himself these days?
I don't know how entertaining he finds it, but it's certainly his doing. Yusnaan is Snow's town now. The residents call him the patron, and he runs everything here, especially the feasts and banquets. I've heard that he wanted everyone to enjoy whatever brief time they had left. But these days he's holed up in his palace. Who knows what he's thinking?
If I could, I'd go and visit. But I don't think I'm welcome there. Guess I should have pulled my punches.
No, it was the right thing to do at the time. I really thought if you confronted him head-on, he'd open up to you. Of course, it's been centuries. People are bound to change.
Have the years changed him? Maybe. The Snow I remember was an optimist. Almost laughably so. He believed in everyone, and so everyone believed in him. That's why, in the end, I could accept Sarah wanting to marry him. But while I slept away the years in Crystal, he had to live every day, facing the world's coming end. Centuries, watching all hope crumble, lifetimes passing without a hint of escape. No man can stare into the darkness for so long and survive with his soul intact.
It looks like the palace is completely locked down, but I think I found a way you can sneak in. The Augur's quarter is our best bet. Supplies for the grand feast are delivered each and every day, anywhere from early afternoon to late at night. There should be plenty of things for you to hide amongst and make your way inside.
I've come to see the patron's palace from up close. Just looking at it would make me feel richer myself. It's the most extravagant building in the world.
The palace is in the Augur's quarter, right? I don't think tourists are allowed. I've heard that there are some parts of Yusnaan that only the rich can get into. Not people like us, unfortunately.
It's a palace. They ought to at least let us go look at it for free, right? It'll be all right. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go to the Augur's quarter.
The Augur's quarter is the exclusive playground of the rich. Commoners aren't welcome, and that will include you. Though people say it's possible to sneak in. Apparently there's some sort of back door. I definitely think it's worth looking into. It seems crashing that party put you on the city's radar. The guards
force your way in and landed behind bars, or banish.
If you don't have an ID, you're never getting into the Augur's Quarter. If you really want to see one of the shows they hold there, you don't have much choice but the tour guide. The tour guide sneaks groups of tourists in through the back route to see the show in the Augur's Quarter. Trust me, he's not that hard to find. In fact, he's about the easiest person to spot.
I think we've got it now. I know how to... The gate to the Augur's Quarter is locked, and that's blocking you from the palace. If you don't have the proper ID, it'll be impossible to get through the front gate.
There are a lot of popular attractions in the Augur's Quarter. People want to see them, and it looks like there's a back... route that people without IDs can use to get inside.
Hail there, my stylish lady. You're just dying to see this show, aren't you? You can try to hide it, but I know what a woman wants.
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I don't have an ID to reach the theater.
No worries about that. I can get you a special ticket at a special price.
A ticket, huh?
Oh, you playing innocent? I'm sure you know about the sneaking in special. I help the poor visitors to our fair city, people who don't have the requisite IDs, to see our most famous sight, the show in our illustrious theater. And I'm the only option they've got.
So I buy a ticket and you get me in to see the show, and I've nothing to go on but your word.
My word is good, but I can't offer any guarantees. I mean, who knows if you'll make it back alive? That depends on Lady Luck. So put your trust in Fortuna and your money in my pocket.
Fine. But how about a few more details?
I knew you were up for it. All right, let me explain to you the brilliance of my little tour, shall I? It starts next to the monorail track. You know, the one that carries supplies from the industrial area. Up on that track, you'll find some of the best views in the city, if you know where to look, that is. I can take you up on the track from the industrial area and get you set up all nice and comfy. A perch with a view. You'll be able to see the Augur's Quarter and the theater.
Sounds easy enough. So where does Lady Luck come into it?
Well, the tour's not without danger. The chaos infusions have been hitting the industrial area real hard these days. You might have to fight more than just desperate tourists on your way to the best seats. I don't guarantee your safe arrival or return. All I guarantee is I'm the only way in. Not that it looks like you have plans of actually sitting down and watching a thing, my lady.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. None of my business to say where you might be going or who you might be going after. I'm sure the Savior plays her cards close to her chest.
Gee, was it the posters around town that tipped you off?
I could sell you out to the palace guard, you know, make a pretty profit. I guess you'll also have to depend on your luck to see that I don't just do that, Now, don't you feel like coughing up and buying a ticket to my tour? I'll even give you a special price, just for you.
If you want to betray me to the authorities, go ahead. But watch your back if you do.
Ooh, look out for the big bad Savior. A ticket for one. Time's on the ticket. Be in the industrial area by then or you'll miss your chance for the show. One of my helpers will be in front of the gate to the industrial area. Give them that ticket and they'll take real good care of you. You know the area, right? Past Central Avenue and then across the sand in the lower city. We leave on the dot, so don't you dawdle or you'll have to wait for the next tour. Thank you for your business, my good lady.
It's very popular with tourists, but most visitors just can't get their hands on an ID. So they find another one.
Use at your own risk. Welcome! Welcome to the famous Sneakin' In Special.
Here's your ticket.
Very good, madam. In you go. Now listen up and let me explain the rules. Participation in the tour is strictly at your own risk. Whatever happens, it ain't our problem. And that's it. Got it?
Per the schedule, the delivery's made from the Augur's Quarter to the... Okay, there's a foul sea called Pandemonium that labors away in the center of this industrial area. It is the last one of its kind in the world.
Can I reach it?
I wouldn't try. That foul sea is guarded more heavily than snow. Everything depends on it. It's the source of all the supplies that the world depends on. Humanity wouldn't last long without it. It's an unbelievable scene, isn't it? The whole world's running out of energy, and Yusnaan's no different. Yet...
Vanity'll do wonders. The fools are probably bleeding themselves dry for their glittering city.
If you want to sneak into the Augur's quarter, you have to go through the... Every day, it manufactures tons of food and goods, which are then distributed around the world. It produces useful goods from nothing, or so it appears. The truth is that all of the goods produced by the Foul Sea come first to these warehouses. This is where everything is sorted and accounted for. Then they're distributed throughout Yusnaan, XIII, and other regions.
So the Foul Sea here is the only source of food materials left for the people in the cities. If Lord Snow were so inclined...
Security alert code Bravo.
Keep going along this path and you'll reach the Augur's quarter. Snow's power. My sensors are picking up chaos infusions throughout the city. If you keep going that way, you'll end up in danger.
Not a whole lot of other options, are there? I wouldn't want to miss the big bash.
Like every other day, the show goes on and the...
I found you! Miss me? You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina...
The Sea of Chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of Yusnaan's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the Savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from under all the gloom and memories. Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything.
I will fight evil. Keep up if you can.
say goodbye. Any last words? Oh, I get it. You know you're gonna die anyway, so you want to at least go out in style, right?
Light, are you there?
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace. I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just stored their things here and left them to rot. I doubt you'll find any hidden treasures.
Say your prayers. Thanks for waiting.
Must have run into monsters along the way, but you should be able to use. Who knows what could be sitting in the abandoned warehouses here?
She has rose-colored hair.
You should find your way out of here. You need to focus on reaching the Augur's
To
quarter.
report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
This will soon be over. Accept death.
Palace guards are
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's quarter through.
Intruder calling herself. The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily
Light, things aren't looking too good. I'd hoped you could hide amongst the deliveries to sneak in, but...
But what? Change of plans?
Sure, I guess you could say that. For some reason, the service entrance was suddenly forced to lock down. That path is close to us now. It's not certain why they suddenly closed shop, but it was about the same time that my chaos sensors went haywire. That kind of reaction, it can only mean two things. If we're lucky, it's just a new Chaos Infusion. If we're not, then it's a Seath. If Snow has finally lost his grip and become a Seath, he'll be nearly unstoppable. Light, pull back for now. We need to find out more.
I'm not done yet. Hope, start thinking up a new plan. One way or another, I'm getting into that palace.
But Light...
Seath or not, nothing's changed. I am gonna save him. Well, after I beat some sense into that annoyingly thick head of his, that is.
Okay, Lightning. We've got to give up on the service entrance. There is one other plan I had considered. It's pretty destructive and definitely dangerous.
Doesn't matter. What is it?
As you can see, the palace is surrounded by a formidable wall. All ways in and out have been locked down, and there's no tunneling under it either. It looks quiet, but trust me, that wall is too well guarded to try and sneak over.
Yeah, can we get to the point, Hope?
There's no path, so you have to make one. A show is about to start here in the Augur's Quarter. A show with one fantastic finale. At the climax of the show, a stage and an actor on it is propelled up to the top of the set by a little rocket power.
And you want me to climb onto the set and jump into the palace? I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty big leap.
Not if you can topple the set and form a bridge. Then you can just simply walk across. It'd be easy.
I'm not sure that easy means what you think it does.
Fireworks are launched all around the theater at the finale. If you increase the number of fireworks, well, you could weaken the set enough to bring it down.
You were telling the truth about it being destructive, weren't you?
And you don't have much choice.
I guess I've just got to keep moving. Keep your eyes front. Right.
That's the spirit?
Hope. Does that mean you'll be watching the rear? You'll have my back?
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for.